we look at how we can do movements with less work. But what does less work mean? Well, some of us don't really quite understand that. And so part of the lessons will be learning how to sense those very, very simple aspects of what is less work. Another aspect of our Feldenkrais work is that the idea of organization. I may be using the word organizing, or you can organize, the phrase you can organize yourself, or your organization. And what does that mean? Well, organization, if we think of a social organization, a political organization, in any organization, social and physical, or what there are is there's different parts that are in different places, like different people, for example. And the purpose of the organization is for these different people to somehow work together and to be able to work together so that they can be productive and produce or make or communicate what they intend to do. There needs to be some kind of central organizing role to some extent, or there's different theories that the different parts can self-organize and somehow do their work. But in order for this person over here to do his work in conjunction with this person and that person, there needs to be communication between them all. And there needs to be a shared sense of what the purpose is. And so that's what we do in our Feldenkrais work within our body, within our mind, within our whole self, is we start to relearn how those different parts can connect together in order to work together efficiently, smoothly, and easily. Now, I know that when I've been hurt, then certain things start to happen. A kind of a bracing happens. And the more severe the injury, the more intrinsic, the more entrenched is the bracing. So, you know, when we've been to the dentist and we've had some kind of dental work done and it's frozen, what happens is, you know, maybe one side of our mouth or both sides or something happens, so it's frozen and it doesn't move. We can, when we look at that person, when you look at me, if this were frozen, you'd see not only that it's frozen, but everyone looks the same, that part of their face, rather than each of us having our own individual writing, our own individual way of moving this part of our face. When it's frozen, everyone looks the same. It does not move. I can't even simulate that right now. Similarly, when I sprain my ankle, normally, before I sprain the ankle, I have a certain gait of walking, and it's my movement signature, some people call it. But when I sprain my ankle or my knee or my hip, then my whole body braces around that injured area. And in bracing, it reorganizes itself. See, that's that word, organizing, so that it's braced. It tightens muscles in a particular orientation to try and reduce the pain and to allow certain functions to continue. But consequently, when I walk, I will have a characteristic gait, changed gait, as if I'm limping. That's an aspect of organization. But then to walk in my normal way without the limp, it takes time. It takes time for my system to agree that I don't need to have that gait, that constrained gait. And that's what we're learning in our Feldenkrais work, is how can we communicate between the different parts so that we can regain the quality of gait, the quality of ease. So we'll start with a very simple idea.